What's up, everybody? Just wrapped up casting for V1 for day 0, last regional of the Winter Split Invitationals. We've got essentially 4 or 5 teams still left in the running when it comes to qualifications. Gonna break down and recap day 1 real quick, and then tell you who's left to bring you into Saturday, Sunday. Super easy. First things first, we got Group A and Group B. Gingy continues to go 3-0, looking the best. The big upset here, Shopify, who has gone 0-3 in groups both times, or has not made it out of groups yet, ends up winning over Koi. Koi gets eliminated. I think that was a super easy group for Gingy, but overall, this is the big match. Shopify over Dig. 3 overtimes, like super crazy game. And then Shopify closing out here as well. Those 2 big wins allowing them. On the other side of thing, another team, Optic, who has not made it out of groups yet, does it in a 3-0 fashion over FaZe and M80, which is insanity. PK ends up dropping the ball 0-3, which was pretty expected. But FaZe Clan, because they dropped to Optic, I expected them to go 3-0. These 2 swap spots, I guess. Crazy, crazy stuff. This game, go back and watch. It's absolute insanity. Outside of that, the 3 over, just go back and watch the Optic games. It's pretty surprising. Big one to pay attention to in this group, obviously G2 Space Station, close potential chance for both of them to take first. But Ghost upsetting Furia, that is wild. They do it in game 5, 2 OTs. Pretty insane. So congrats to Ghost for making it. We talk about their results even more so in a bit here. And then we go to Group D. V1 finally bouncing back, looking a little bit better. Probably the best they've looked so far this split. Still alive. We'll talk about their tiebreaker scenarios. Complexity guaranteed a major spot. At this point, we have 4 teams that are in the major. I will talk about those in just a second. But Complexity 3-0, looking like a top team in the region. They look incredible. Can they beat the Complexities, though? Can they beat the Phases, the G2s? That's what we're waiting to see. As for V1, super close game, 5 against NRG. Really exciting series. Same thing here. NRG gets reverse swept. They had a chance to close it out. And if they did that, then I think V1 would have the head-to-head and still take second because Complexity was likely going to win this game. Other than that, NRG, again, don't discount them. They still look really, really good. And I say that as we take a look at the playoffs where they ended up losing 3-0 to FaZe. 1-goal game, and then FaZe really decided to turn on the offense. Didn't want to have a repeat of Regional 1. Dig Space Station, both these teams were still in the potential for making the playoffs. What needed to happen, ideally, is that Dig loses here, Space Station moves on. They need to perform like 1 step ahead. So right now, Dignitas is in the 5th spot. The only thing that's deciding it is V1. If V1 makes to the grand finals and Dig gets eliminated, V1 makes it. Also, Optic is still potential as well. One of these teams is going to get eliminated because they're playing each other, and whoever loses that then can still make the run. But Dignitas has to lose in the quarterfinals for people to have a chance. That's the only way it is possible. Outside of that, V1 finally put up a solid game, and they ended up beating M80. Shopify upsetting Ghost. Shopify not only making it out of groups, but they make it all the way to quarterfinals. Pretty crazy. This side of the bracket, different. It's definitely different compared to the like frustration that's over here. So yeah, Space Station not making it. 4 teams that are guaranteed to make it: Genji, FaZe, Complexity, and G2. The last spot is pretty much between Dignitas and V1. I would expect if V1 wins and gets past G2, they're going to beat Optic and Shopify. So that's kind of where we're at. Again, thanks to D-Rec for doing the stats and all the playoff scenarios and all that kind of stuff. It makes it pretty dang easy. You had your 4 teams that I just mentioned that have clinched. Dignitas right now is in 5th place due to points. If V1 gets eliminated, they're pretty much good to go. As for Optic, even if they win the whole thing and need help, I don't know if they can. Yeah, they need V1 to lose, and then they have to have Dignitas. So if Dignitas makes it to semifinals, they're in, they're good. But overall, if Dignitas loses in the quarterfinals, then both V1 and Optic/Shopify still have a chance. It's actually pretty crazy, but realistically, I would assume Dignitas loses, and then if V1 doesn't beat G2, then it's all over. So that's my assumption. But yeah, that's what we got. Again, super quick recap. If you guys like this kind of format and you like these things where, again, it is less polished, it is just quick, straightforward to what you need, let me know. Comments, questions, concerns down below. I'm probably never going to go back to daily videos just because I need sleep and it's not realistic. But if I can bust these out in, 5-10 minutes real quick and get them up for you, awesome. But yeah, let me know. We'll see you next time.